same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 C's. I deal with life different, make that limit squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. I got hits.
What is up? Holy crap. We're almost there. We're almost going home. Shit, less than 24 hours. It's really only a few hours. Blink of an eye for one of the time slots. So excited to be here on the eve of going home in the other side. Super excited to see what that looks like. Obviously, some more information dropped to us today and very excited to jump into that. So before we get started, I see the amazing Change shirt. When did you get the new digs, my friend?
I got it yesterday.
Let's go. So shout out to Dim. Sir. We love Dim. We love what Sange is doing. It looks freaking fly. And so we obviously have a number of things to talk about. Shocker. A lot of things happening in the swamp over the last couple of weeks, and we're going to dive into a bunch of that and obviously focus primarily on obviously getting on streaming with you all and getting to roam around in the other side. But before we get to that, man, some fire freaking art was just dropped thanks to 10K TF, and we were talking about it just beforehand. And so if we take a look here, I pulled yours up now, Mr. Will. Let's talk about it. Will, what are your thoughts on this art? You were mentioning some of your quick takeaways, but man, it looks dope.
Yeah, man. I mean, this this is one heck of an art piece right here. I mean,
yeah,
I assume this is the Kraken, right? With the laser beam there going on, obviously from a chaos environment. So,
and a little cat. I can't remember the cat's name.
Tomo.
Yes.
I think that's it.
It's right. Yeah.
I mean, these are pretty fire. My initial take is it doesn't necessarily look like a PFP.
Sure.
But it still is very kick-ass art.
Yep.
And I'll be curious to see if they do something similar to Coda's, how they made like a PFP view for Coda's and then like the full body kind of vibe. Super dope though. I hope I reveal something as badass as this. I don't remember what I put all my popcorn on, but at this point, it'll be what it'll be.
I definitely don't remember either, but the art is fire for sure. Also, considering they transform on my birthday, surely I got to pull something rare. I mean, come on, that's got to be a freaking good sign if it's the full transformation takes place next Thursday, March 7th.
Dude, honestly, I feel like if they, because there was some speculation that these were revealing this week, and honestly, I don't think I could take anything else this week.
No.
It would have, there's just too much crap going on. So I'm glad they pushed it. If they did push it, I'm just glad it's next week. Gives us something to spread out all of the intense mania and hype.
Yeah. There's so much happening, which is hilarious because for so long we were kind of like, come on, show us something. And now it's like, holy shit,
hold on.
Maybe slow down for a second. I haven't taken a breath from the last one you shared. But nonetheless, it's been interesting. I feel like we're learning a lot every single day. Couple that with crypto just apparently ripping our faces off today, specifically this morning, and really just ripping all day. It's been a really interesting couple days, I'll say.
Yeah, I think personally they were going to reveal them tomorrow, but kind of market said, oh, wait, we're not touching 69K yet for Bitcoin. So they're like, okay, next Thursday, Bitcoin, 69K, 10K TF, reveal.
It's in the cards.
It's in the cards, yeah.
It's definitely there. But nonetheless, shout out to Wagme Son and the 10K TF crew. This art 100% looks dope. So, and we're excited. I think I have one. I might pick up another couple. We'll take a look and see. I mean, am interested in the art because they've always done such a good job with that. I've really enjoyed the style. I will be curious to see if they do the secondary collection. Well, not secondary collection, the other little view, so that it's more of a PFP and a full body style. I think that would be interesting. And also, if we've all forgotten, because we might have, because there's so much other things happening, these will be so important in the other side. Like, that's the whole point, right? They transitioned this when they did the big restructuring of, Yuga Labs in the summer. It was 10KTF is going to freaking rock out on the other side. So flying around as that and the other side would be fucking crazy. So
I mean, at that point, you're basically unstoppable.
I mean, I don't think so. Shit, you got chaos coming out.
Not even a Coda mark.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to think. So, let's talk a little bit about the marketplace information. We're gonna keep it semi-brief, but obviously, or maybe not obvious if you're not active in the market. Maybe you're just watching us because you think we look like interesting fellows. But Magic Eden released their ETH marketplace and with Yuga Labs. And obviously there's 100% some bumps along the road. And we saw that right away, right? It's like a number of things were not loading correctly. Meebits felt like they're getting shit on once again because, you couldn't see all the beauty that is this, update that they had done to the collection that you could view. Obviously filtering was kind of shabby and still potentially is shabby. Finding weapon coda versus non-weapon coda. But what I'll say is just on that front is luckily it feels like they're doing a good job of receiving feedback and making changes as fast as they can. It's not like OpenSea, which felt like closed sea most of the time, where you would have a question or you'd have a collection. Remember the days where legit collections would be like, hey, can we get verified? And it would be like 3 weeks later and they would finally get verified on OpenSea. It doesn't feel like we're in that scenario, but nonetheless, obviously the experience right now has been extremely slow, which is not shocking whatsoever. And we'll see where this goes. Like, honestly, don't know. For those that didn't realize, this does not impact, I don't think, Bored Ape and Mutant Ape. Is that correct, Will?
Yeah, largely no change for those collections. Same with Doggos.
Okay. So primarily
one other, but yeah.
Primarily all the gaming type of stuff, correct?
Basically anything that is a newer collection.
Okay.
Where they had to put in that OpenSea royalty registry, or I butcher it every single time. I don't know or care what it's called, to be honest.
Right.
But whatever that thing is that OpenSea implemented a long time ago, and then they said that they're going to stop support for it.
Yeah.
They essentially put that thing in. It could block certain marketplaces. And so what happened was Yuga used that against OpenSea. So now you can't trade on OpenSea, can't trade on Blur, can't trade. You might not even be able to trade on X2Y2. And maybe, yeah. And I think LooksRare is out of the picture as well now too. So
okay.
Essentially for the newer collections, you are kind of walled off into Magic Eden only trading. Yep.
Which is interesting for sure. Obviously, or naturally, there's basically zero liquidity currently. And that, again, is no shock. I don't think to anyone that was paying attention, right? Like, this is not something that was like, oh my God, what? There's not like 1 million sales instantly. And so we'll see where this goes. Like, I don't know where it'll end up. Obviously, I think there's I guess my question would be, do you think Yuga Labs would, or what would it take maybe for them to open this back up to an OpenSea, to open this back up to a Blur? Is it just straight up they need it?
They've already made it clear that the only way that those collections make their way back onto other exchanges is if they enforce royalties for all creators, which essentially means you have to go back and fully enforce royalties for apes, fully enforce royalties for mutants, and then all the Yuga collections are back online. Like, no, you have to fully enforce royalties for XYZ collection all the way down the list. And so that's kind of like where the line is drawn right now, which I mean, that's their opinion, their choice, what they've decided to do. So
yeah,
I've got some thoughts about it, but
they're definitely taking one side for sure, and we'll see where that all lands up. To be honest with you, I I don't know what will happen. And again, I would say very, very different camps there for sure. And we'll see if there's some sort of middle ground maybe they find. I don't know. Like, it is weird to think that like hairy hippos would need to like have their royalties. I made that up. I don't think there's really, if there's a collection of hairy hippos, they just at least
Hairy
10x
hippos, man.
But if hairy hippos
100th floor
from Bored TV, but the thing is that is a little strange, right? Like I don't know. Like I guess that's why. Is that probably that little I want to say club, but that's not what they called it. Whatever that group of
The Alliance.
collection. Yes, the Alliance. Thank you. The Alliance. Is that what this is all about then? Basically, is they form this alliance, and then that's them saying, "Here's our stand, and this is what we will do." I know we're kind of
I mean,
guessing,
obviously,
but
the whole push is right. They're trying to say creator royalties matter.
Yep.
Which I agree with. Creator royalties do matter. And then the way that they are trying to make the push for that is essentially locking down their own collections to one marketplace only currently.
Yeah.
Magic Eden. And then they're going to just try and siphon all of the volume off to their own platforms. But the funny thing is oh man, they did like 2 million ETH in volume yesterday, and then like I forget who posted it. I think it was NFT Statistics. But then no, it's not the one that I was thinking of. I'll still share this one because I think it's interesting. The OK Doggos. Got Tenacious shilling Miyazuki shit in the messages there. OK Doggos, obviously they had the mint and there was some trading around that. But in terms of other collections, we saw Utes with 40 ETH of volume, Mutants with 32. This one's interesting because this one's not locked to Magic Eden.
Right.
Utes is, Moonbirds is, Coda is, Milady is not. Sappy Seals, no. Captains, no. Kid Called Beast, yes. And then Kennel Clubs, no. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of collections with volume, it wasn't earth-shattering numbers by any stretch. And surprisingly, 33 ETH of Mutants sold on Magic Eden. So, the thing that's kind of getting like spun up here, though, is like, are these collections, like Mutants, for example, if they had 32 ETH of volume, but on Blur they had like 700 ETH of volume, are they getting are they getting an extra boost in terms of like the diamonds that you get for listing and bidding based on the fact that the Blur volume is so much more significant? And now you're looking at things like the Coda collection, which is only 11 ETH volume, but has no ability to have the extra bump in volume from the Blur marketplace. So then it's like, if you take that into account, like how much is that impacting like diamond distribution, etc. I mean, I know a lot of people are still like up in the air, like, does diamonds even equal anything? Like, yeah, like diamonds at the end of the road is going to equal an airdrop for the NFT token. So it's just interesting. There's just a lot of stuff at play here. Volume definitely isn't falling in yet. We've seen like the bid on Codas continue to creep down, looking at 2.13 currently. Previously though, this was like pretty dense, and now it falls off rather significantly. And I think a lot of that is because it's uncertain whether or not your bids are actually getting you significant amount of diamonds or not, right?
Yeah.
So the weird thing is there's more incentives to go and buy a Coda. Like if you buy this Coda, you get a whole crap load of diamonds. You would probably get around 10,000 diamonds if you buy this Coda.
Okay.
But if you list it there, then you're maybe getting like, well, I don't even know, a few diamonds an hour, maybe. So it's just, it seems the balances seem a little off potentially. Maybe not. I mean, I'm not a points creator wizard or anything like that.
You're not? What the
personally,
hell?
I think the balance seems a little whack. I think there's not enough incentive to come place bids. And then the other thing too is you can only place quantity 1 at a time. So if you want to place like 10 at 2.13, you would have to submit the offer, adjust it, make the offer again, submit the offer, adjust it, make the offer again, and then stack them up, which is kind of just a step backwards. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we could dig into it more. There's quite a few things that are just like not great. Would be the way that I would put it.
I would push back and say it is day 3 or something too. I don't even know. I've lost track of days.
Yeah, I mean, well, and to that point too, I mean, I definitely understand like it's new, right? There's going to be issues with it being rolled out, etc. But then the question is like, why would you basically strangle the liquidity on collections when you had at least 2 more days to like get things sorted? Because the OpenSea support for that filter doesn't go away until the 29th, I think it is. So like, I guess what could have happened is they could have left trading in place for those collections and said, we're on like a 3-day countdown. Get in there, start using Magic Eden, knowing that this is going to disappear. And then it would have like, maybe like provided a more seamless transition. But it's kind of like we were going this way and then we like knee-jerk reactioned in another direction. And some people don't even know where the fuck to go to buy or sell an asset right now if they're like not paying attention. You got people that are like, oh, why can't I buy this on OpenSea? Or why can't I buy this Blur listing? It's because it's no more. It's a stale listing.
It's a stale listing. Nonetheless, I think we'll figure out a lot here over the next week, 2 weeks, month, etc. Obviously, it is February 28th. So hopefully March is a little bit more seamless and maybe they figure out some of these bumps in the road. Maybe they make some adjustments. I think all that's on the table, to be completely honest. I think the one thing I'll say is they're definitely gathering a lot of feedback. And sometimes that's on the timeline for sure. I can also tell you personally, I'm passing on stuff to people at Yuga. I'm passing out like when I see stuff, even if it didn't impact me directly, right? It's something that somebody's like, I don't like how XYZ is happening. I'm simply gathering the information. I'm passing it on. Because to me, that's the best thing to do. Like trying to move it in the right direction. Right?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that too. I've been pretty vocal on Twitter about some of the issues that I've run into, and the team has been pretty quick to reach out and try and like help resolve those. So I definitely think the team's on it. But yeah, there's just a lot of things that are in need of improvement. So hopefully we get the Coda weapon filters and we get the.
I'm sure that's all.
Get the other stuff and we get the.
Because it's on the like other side one has the freaking weapon and non-weapon. It's just the Coda doesn't. I looked.
Yeah, there was some other stuff too. I think we should be seeing some more unique filters for other deeds, but we'll see how that plays out.
Again,
I'm curious.
If you have feedback, find channels that you can be heard. The team is really, honestly, they're great about saying what's up and taking that feedback down. Doesn't mean it'll be changed instantly, but even the MeBits thing got changed relatively quickly because of a singular post. So nonetheless, let's transition into tomorrow. Actually, really, God, what is it, like 7 hours from now or something like that? Man.
Holy crap. We got to go to sleep.
Dude, we need to go to sleep right now. Yes, find feedback, DM PM. That is exactly right. PM is the freaking GOAT, and he is always willing to give all the feedback, pass it along like he's the GOAT. So, nonetheless, this is what we're getting ready for. A little post, gosh, a couple hours ago. I've lost track of time here. 3 hours ago. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So obviously that is just a jump and kind of flying action. And then there's a little bit of a thread here and we'll go over it. And then I'd love to hear some of your thoughts. Obviously we've known some of this, right? But like even just seeing that video to me was pretty eye-opening for a couple reasons. But nonetheless, we have 10K 3D OG apes. All 10,000 apes are playable, which is awesome for Apes Come Home. So we'll be running around. I'll be freaking showing off that halo in the Otherside. The effort to make the apes playable has laid the groundwork for all future collections entering Otherside, which is great. Free roam, which I find this very interesting, and we're looking forward to helping other Voyagers on this. We're trying something new. Whether you're a Voyager or an ape, you can go wherever you want, whenever you want. Except the clubhouse, only apes and mutants in the clubhouse. The swamp is packed with Easter eggs. Explore. Hot tip: when you're lost, follow the lights. And you can see him grinding here like a skateboarder, which is pretty dope. Kodacam, take photos with your crew. Get weird. There are photo badges in Otherside. Using your Otherside account, you'll be able to access your photos and share them, which I actually think this is a cool little feature, to be honest with you. And there's so much you can do with this. Of course, taking a picture of Gargo when he's in the toilet is definitely at the top of my list when he's taking a big old shit. Oh, there we go. and then get on Discord during the event. Look to the Apes Come Home Discord channels for extra info to find out what everyone is up to on the island and to just feel the communal vibes. And there's the Discord link.
Bro, you got to take that Apes Come Home chat to the Discord, bro. The escaped goat headed buddy me, bro. And now I can't use text or speech on the other side, bro. It's all because of the goat. Nobody else is responsible, bro. You got to believe me, bro. I was reading that and I was like, what? Who wrote this?
Dude, pretty hilarious, though, to be honest. Trust me, bro. The experience is way better on Discord anyway, bro. And then obviously sign up. They've been pushing this, and we had a post as well. I love how he's still holding the sign here, by the way. This is great. Obviously, oh, here we go. Can't speak. Been goated up. Been goated up, like been fucked up.
Well, we gotta enhance that image, sir.
That's definitely what it is, bro.
No, but what's in Blue's hand? What's going on there? I haven't actually.
Isn't that the camera, dog?
Oh, is that the camera? That makes sense.
Camera. Can't speak, been goated up. You got to sign up here at launch.otherside.xyz and be sure to connect your wallet ahead of the experience. Go forth and explore, Voyagers. We'll see you in the swamp. So again, that's the final tweet of the thread. So right off the rip, what were your takeaways from the little video of him flying in the Otherside on that piece of land specifically?
I'm flying in the Otherside. Yes.
How about this? Fucking looks huge. Like it looks fucking massive.
Yeah, man. The BAYC island is literally it's literally massive. Running around it in Apes Come Home or no Ape Fest day 2 was kind of when we really got to just like free roam it. Similar to I guess what we're going to be doing tomorrow. You literally you get lost. It's kind of hard to like locate yourself sometimes if you're not familiar with the layout. So, honestly, I'm excited to see what it's like with a bunch of apes running around. Yeah. I've said it before. I'll say it again. This is by far going to be, I think, a highlight. I think just because there's no trip or no, guided experience necessarily that we have to go through, I think it's just going to still be one hell of an experience to get in there, run around, take pictures. Obviously, we have a freaking selfie camera. So, like, going and taking selfies with other apes will be kind of fun and bringing the vibes back. Yes, indeed. Dude, it's literally just going to be people goofing off for an hour. So,
which is dope. It's dope. Also, on a note there, Bored TV. I think it's just Will and I because Bryce is rest in peace. He's on a work trip. Yeah,
he's on a work trip. He's at a dinner with the big boss today or something like that. And I was like, sucks to be you.
But on Thursday, so tomorrow evening, we will be doing some streaming here on Bored TV. We'll be exploring and roaming and talking, and also just keep your eyes open because we will also be in the Otherside Discord, helping out, giving a helping hand when we can, telling you all what we've found and where to explore and where to meet us so we can take pictures. We'll be in the Discord. We will also be directly live on Bored TV. So excited about that. Again, we'll have more information about that this evening. We'll have a post that goes out, but excited. Definitely excited. We're both getting up in, again, like 7 hours or whatever the hell that is to go to the first one. And I might stream it if you're up in the freaking crack of dawn for those of us that live in North America. And if you are, come through, say hi. But I want to just get in there, explore it a second time because I just think it's going to be so dope. So I'll get up before work, jump in there, and then after work, we will be again streaming. So just excited. Anything that you're, I don't know, like what Easter eggs do you think we find? Like what's something that you think surely this will be, a little, maybe a callback to early days BAYC? What are some things that you think we should be looking for?
I don't know what Easter eggs we will find. I'll be curious to see. I think the heavy metal Easter egg that we found during Ape Fest will probably still be there. I almost wonder if we found it early, like if they didn't like consider that we might find it on day 2, which would be kind of funny. But yeah, I would imagine there's probably that heavy metal Easter egg. It's going to be behind the skull. Like if you're running towards the skull, you want the skull on your left, you run around the backside of it, perhaps.
Dude, yes, PM. Doctors know from Doc PM.
It only is valid if you write it in the Otherside language.
Yes.
It's gotta be like
yes. Then that surely will work. They won't know what it says, so they'll just say sure. Man, I wish you see all those when like somebody wins a Super Bowl for sure.
Tenacious yes, indeed. There is the heavy metal garage.
Yes, sir.
That's the alpha. It's behind the mutant skull.
Perfect.
Just go around.
Keep the skull on your left, go around, find it in the back. The heavy metal garage. What's up, Gabe, as well? Thanks for being here. So again, just excited to explore. Again, the biggest thing to me is like we've been kind of waiting and just being excited about being our ape in the other side and being able to rock around as a 3D avatar. I think that alone is going to just be really, really dope. Obviously, you guys got to do that in Hong Kong, but for those of us that weren't able to attend, like just being able to jump in with your wallet connected, be able to go into the clubhouse as an ape, like I just think that's so freaking dope. Like at the end of the day, it's just really, really dope. Jesus says, "Our heavy is going to be drivable mechs then." Guess we'll see. Not sure yet. Stay tuned, I guess. Question mark. Let's see. So we'll have that in a few hours. But Legend of the Mara season 2 ended, and Will, I would love for you to tell us all of the freaking catalysts that you were able to collect, and maybe talk about some of your thoughts from season 2 and what you're hoping for season 3. Dude, I can tell you that I got fucking boxed out, bro. I was trying to chase down, top 400.
Boom, get out the way, bro.
My guy, I'm just simply not gonna get more Maras, and so I looked and I was like, I thought for sure because I shared that one picture to you, whenever that was a week ago, and I was feeling good. I was being super active, everything was on time. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. Bro, I was like closing the gap, and then all of a sudden it was like, burn. It was like somebody jumped up to like 1.7 something. I was like, all right, never mind. Like I just got fucking
dude.
blasted.
I was sweating at the end. I was like trying to push a tier 5 up into the top 400, and I was like, holy crap! I hope my math worked out, and I hope that somebody else didn't put on like freaking turbo, because like I was about to lose the position. I was like, man, I had this shit down to a science.
Yes, you did.
This is gonna end well, and ended up in 398 for that one. So I was happy with it.
What about the other tiers? What was your highest ranking?
Oh shoot, I think my let's see here. I think it was my tier 4. Yeah, definitely the tier 4. That's the one that I pretty much lived on. And I was ranked, I don't know, honestly, I haven't looked. I kind of just set it and forget it at the end of that because there was other fish to fry. It's loading right now, but once this loads.
No, you're good. As it's loading, what are you hoping for season 3? Obviously, we've kind of talked about a couple of these things. Maybe us taking damage, maybe these partner collections. What are you hoping and thinking will be happening for season 3 if you just had to guess?
Yeah, I mean, give us damage, give us I got 6th. Look at that.
Look at this guy. He only got 6.
Freaking Journey, bro.
Journey just blew everyone away, dog.
He freaking brought the house down. Oh man. Frick, what is this person? Robert the Whale or something like that, maybe? Shit. Whoever that is.
There's that guy named a Raving Ape the Whale. Go ahead.
No. Like the name is literally shit. Hold on. I'm gonna find it now because we were shit talking the entire time. And then it's just kind of unfortunate that they got bumped out of top 3. Yeah, no, it's literally Robert the Whale is the name on Discord.
With your placing of 6th, what were all your goodies that you have procured?
Scattered image 1, scattered image 2. Is that scattered on here?
Yeah. I can't really see
I don't know what's going on. Let's see here. Whoa. The whole thing looks
You broke the legends.
Okay. We are bringing home 4 Creation Catalyst legendary. Nice. Interesting that they're legendary. I wonder if there's obviously, legendary, there is a chance that we get other ones of other tiers.
Yeah.
We never did figure out the other ways to earn catalysts, which was hinted at.
Yeah.
Perhaps that may still be revealed later, or they just hold them for another season. Could be. 10 epic hull parts, 10 epic weapon parts, anti-gazelle mechanism, and a golem box.
Oh, yes. That thing.
Yeah, that super rare Forgotten Runes piece.
J-Dunk says, any advice for a shrimp in the Legend of Mara? That would also be me, J-Dunk.
Definitely, if it makes sense.
Pray.
Using things like Zarta is definitely a way to go.
Yep. Definitely agree with that. Shout out to
definitely
Zarta.
Help in the final hours. The only problem is you got gas to freaking rent the thing. Then you've got the ape cost. Tenacious said buy more deeds, but I'm like not trying to steal my bags. But thank you. I would agree with this.
Sure. Let me find some more ETH.
But you have the gas cost, then you have the ape cost per hour, then you have the whatever and the blah, 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 blah. So, there was a nice little stimmy for some people who were renting their quotas. Otherside Wiki basically was running an incentive for 20 ape coin worth of rental could be, I guess, refunded to you. So that's how I messed around and basically just paid gas to borrow Adam's mega coda, the golden mega coda for 2 hours. That was fun. That was fun, dude. That thing, it kicks ass.
It kicks some serious ass.
For real. I forget what my highest hit was, but it was quite large. It was like the final. I was using Blood Explosion weapon, so it was just like a mega boosted hit. Because the Shattered was like near its final, near its final last breath. Bit of damage. I hit a 13,579, which was it was pretty cool. Pretty
cool indeed. All in on same tier environment? Question from J-Dunk. Would you suggest that if they wanted to just?
The hard part. So this is where it gets tricky. If they keep up with the meta is going to change each season, aka the first season, it was very important to get the fastest time on each of the tiers to defeat all of the Shattered, which was like super great if you had like a super OP Coda team, because then you could find all of the different ways to configure your team to make it basically rush to the finish line as fast as possible. We saw 2 things kind of play out with that. You had people that were spamming the ever-living daylights out of the direct damage ability. And then at the very end, it was discovered that you could also spam poison, which if you wanted to get really deep into the numbers, there was a cutoff where you could spam poison for like the first half, depending on the tier of the Shattered. And then you could switch over to direct damage, and it would result in a faster end time. Thankfully, I did not light ApeCoin on fire to go down that route fully, but I still had some fun experimenting with it. They came back and they capped that at 5 poison stack per 5 poison stacked max. Previously, it was just like spam it until you can't spam it anymore. And so then you could literally like stack hundreds of poison onto one, like over a 20-minute period. And then it would just kind of like roll the entire thing. It was just, I mean, yeah, it was fun, but cost a crap load. I'll be curious to see if we get any sort of adjustments in the ratio between ApeCoin to Mist. If ApeCoin decides it wants to peek its head back up above $2, this game gets very expensive very fast. It was already expensive at $1 to try and like spam stuff, but then like, yeah, especially to like to run abilities hot around the clock is just lighting money on fire at this point. And it doesn't really it doesn't have any way to like really capture value out of that, since weapons or since the ship parts don't really have a market because of the gas fees. So unfortunately, although I say that, I listed up some ship parts, and some MFer came and bought some off of me. So we got a sweet 0.0235 in the wallet from some ship parts the other day. So that was or yesterday. That was a nice surprise.
There you go, baby. J-Dunk says he heard a Mega Coda finishes a tier 1 deed in 1 hour.
Yeah, I mean, if you're spamming direct damage, it definitely was possible. That would not be possible this time. And this is where I was going. The different meta, like there was season 1 meta, there's the season 2 meta where it's like you just needed a whole bunch of a particular deed tier in order to try and like get to the top of the leaderboard. Because if you like look there, Journey Club, they had 119 deeds and they had 567 unique Mara on those deeds, which is a metric.
Yeah, it is.
And so, yeah, I mean, I guess technically if I had my shit together earlier on, my 40 deeds of tier 4 would have been able to get me in the top 3. But at that point, you're only fighting for one more catalyst, and then you're fighting for legendary ship parts and essentially the same forgotten runes and the same Renga. So, meh, not really worth the fight there.
Fair enough.
Sometimes you just got to pick your battles,
I agree with that. I'm going to go back. I know we're talking Legends of Tomorrow, and we'll get back to this, but I just got to hit this. Heard Otherside will be open indefinitely after event. I highly doubt it.
I don't think so.
Highly doubt it.
Every post from Garga, every post from everybody else seems that this is the stepping stone to a more active participation with Otherside, but definitely not like open indefinitely.
Agreed. Also, with that, there are gonna be more of these things. Like they're trying to test more things in public, so that's exciting. But Legends of Tomorrow, when does season 3 begin? Will?
A week from now.
Okay, so next
something
week.
Like that. I don't know. There's a week break. It was the same as as last time, which is nice because I woke up this morning and didn't have to do shit, which is wonderful. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, even though it doesn't take a lot of time, it's still, 15, 20, 30 minutes of my day that I would kind of like do every single day, morning and night. And it just kind of, sometimes you just want to go to bed, but you're like, shit, I'm stuck. I gotta go freaking re-up my boosts. If not, it's just like wasted time. So in order to like try and get the most out of your deeds, the most out of your codas, the most out of your Mara, etc., you kind of want to hit those boosts if you got them available. Which is like the game design is in that sense. It's sticky. But I'm curious. I want to see how much ApeCoin we actually have spent overall from everybody on Legends of the Mara.
What would you guess? I know, completely guess.
Well, I looked at the number now, so it's too late. But 745,000 ApeCoin spent. All time linear. Yeah, I mean, in that sense, there was a whole crap load of ApeCoin spent, and then there was a weird little spike there. I forget what happened on this day. Can y'all see that?
Yep.
On a 30-day period, though, some ups and some downs.
Yep.
7 days.
People trying to push to
A
the end.
little spike there at the end.
Not shocking.
And we'll look at the log graph. Wonder what the hell happened here. Been at a...
People said we're done. We give up.
Amount transferred. Something happened. But yeah, pretty much that looks fairly consistent, right?
Yeah, it does.
It's been too long since I've been in school to remember how to read a log graph. Anyways.
Oh.
Did Bryce just pop in?
Look at this MFer.
Time to close.
Look at this MFer.
GM.
Look at this MFer. What's up?
Just got back from dinner.
Let's go. How was the dinner, sir?
Dude, this might be one of the worst weeks ever. Traveling this week for work, not pleased. Of course, like everything's happening this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been like super behind the last few days because it's been literally nonstop, like 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then dinners or events after work, and it's just miserable. What are we talking about?
Well, I was about to talk about sediment fragment supplies. This chart is rather interesting. I mean, if you look at the trend that we had at the first season, it kind of rolled into a increase. This one, it was like a not fucking around type of vibe, and it was just straight down.
Yeah.
So people kind of, I guess, had already figured out. Like here, you could determine that people weren't quite sure what they were doing, and then they committed. And this one, everyone was like pretty much full commit. The entire way through, which that was interesting. And then because of this full commit, you see that begin to ramp up.
Yeah.
Right at the point that ends. So that's kind of cool.
The next
you
one,
see that elbow there. Same here. Yeah, they're all inflection points. As soon as they end, the other one, you could definitely see like a dramatic change in the slope. So that's kind of cool.
Definitely cool. We love the fragments. We love it.
That was the transition period for the Ape coin. Is that what Frosty said?
Oh, okay.
That would make sense. All time. Duh. Okay.
Yep. Indeed. And again, shout out to Frosty's and the other side.
Still a little bit of time left for Infinite Expanse. If you haven't farmed any yet, there's still
what is it? 1.5 days?
1.5 days approximately until it depletes.
And then how long did it take for them to re-up that? Was that quick? I don't even remember.
You mean until they like refreshed the supplies?
Yeah. Was it just on the next season?
Yeah, I mean it was the next season. I think the thing is that some people, I don't know where it got tossed around, but some people thought that sediment fragments were going to be capped per, like it was going to be capped, and then that was going to be the fixed amount of fragments, period.
Right.
And so, interestingly enough, we came to the second season, and then there's a whole new refresh of fragments, which then greatly devalues your initial stack of fragments.
Correct.
So, if we get a whole nother stack of fragments,
which I feel like we are.
I think that's a good guess.
I don't know. Fuck, man. Just give us some transparency, because like at this point, you've got people that have like walked in on some paths that they maybe would not have walked down if they
you talking about yourself or what?
Yeah, that was internal reflection.
Hey, we live and learn, baby. We live and learn.
We live and learn.
At least we didn't like full send, or I think we'd be hurting pretty bad.
That is true.
Wow, that was a fucking longest pause of all time for that shit.
Oh, dude, that's like I'm
on it.
Signature right there.
I know I'm jumping around, but I saw this image that just got posted as well. This gives you some more clarity on some of these photo badges because somebody got it in HD. So you got paparazzi, take a picture of Curtis, never look him in the eyes. Unclogged, take a picture of the golden plunger, and Dookie Dash unclogged. Nature's Call, take a picture of the outside bathroom. Heavy Metal Garage, take a pic of the Heavy Metal Garage. Loner, take a selfie in the BIYC clubhouse with no one else in the shot. And Fam, take a selfie with the Yuga fam. It looks like there's more, of course, because you can scroll down. But there's a number of the things that we can potentially
Heavy
do.
Metal Garage. That's interesting. Well, do you remember during Ape Fest Hong Kong when we found the little place? It was like a little cove that was blocked off. You're unmuted, by the way, but it's blocked off.
Fucking
Should we
dumb.
repeat the whole conversation?
Oh, did y'all already talk about that?
Wait, we've already talked.
Yeah, but I think it's.
I'm just giving shit.
I think
Goddamn.
I think that's cool though that you guys like obviously saw that a few months ago, and now this is obviously one of the things that you can explore naturally. I mean that makes sense, but definitely cool. Definitely cool. Bryce, I know. Again, we've talked about a number of things because there's a million things happening. Are you going to be trying to attend any of these walkabouts on Otherside, or is it kind of?
The only one I can for sure attend is the very first one, which will be 5 a.m. my time. Tomorrow, like my meetings finish at noon, so I can maybe make the one.
Okay.
But I mean, I've got to get to the airport,
Yeah.
eat lunch. I'll be with colleagues, so I doubt I'll be able to attend that one. And then my flight back to Houston doesn't land until 7:05, which is right when the last trip starts. So I probably won't be active on that one, but I will probably put a headphone in and join the Discord and
For sure.
listen to everybody else talk about how bearish it is.
Oh,
Just
God.
kidding. I'm sure it'll be great.
No more bears. Fuck the bears.
This is true, though. I mean, I literally cannot wait until every MFer who is not involved at all comes in and tells us exactly what the hell they're doing wrong.
That's my favorite fucking pastime when all the MFers that have nothing involved, they're like, oh my God, I can run this thing so easily. It's my favorite pastime, dog.
Absolutely love that.
Literally love it. What other things are you excited about in general? Obviously, crypto. I don't know. I know you said you had a busy day, but in case you didn't hear it, crypto's kind of fucking ripping faces off, my guy.
I had the best. So we this morning during work, we did like a little introduction into hobbies and whatnot. So they were like, "Oh, everybody has an icebreaker. Just go around and like say your hobbies."
Everyone backed away from Bryce.
Like, I'm way into crypto, so I was just like, "Oh, I like to run and like play sports outdoors."
Yeah.
And then like a couple guys later, it's like, "Oh, I'm like really into crypto." And then he was like, "Oh, question, does anybody know like how much the price of Bitcoin is this morning?" And I was like, $60,000.
Yeah, dude, who the fuck? Why did he ask, does anybody know the price of Bitcoin?
Because, dude, I mean, it's like up like crazy. So,
dude,
and then it was funny. Then my boss was like, "Oh," the other colleague, he was like, "Oh, you should talk with Bryce. He's a member of the Bored Ape Yacht Club." And I was like, and then the dude looked at me and was like, "What?"
Dude, that's great, bro.
Yeah, apparently his daughter's an influencer, and I didn't get to ask who, but I'm so intrigued.
Wait, really? That's hilarious, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's so fun.
You could have had a Web3 wifey, bro. You fucked
up.
I could. I need one.
Dude, that's great, man. We love when we find other crypto bros in the wild, dude. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So then I was just chilling, blast to him. I was like, "Yo, there's this new chain." He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that." It was just funny.
Is this guy? He's just a holder of coins, I assume. That's what he's.
Yeah, holder of coins. He like saw NFTs and he was like, "Man, I knew there was money to be made, but I just didn't get into it." And I was like, "Yeah, there's a lot of money to be made and a lot of money to be lost." So
it goes both ways, 100%. But nonetheless, that has been a pretty crazy 24 hours as well as crypto trying to rip all of our faces off and make us happy again. Other things that you are excited about here in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month?
Blast. Really. I mean, that's all I'm really excited about. I think that's just going to take everybody's attention for the next all the way until May. So I think that's really all I'll be looking at. And I'm sure with if Blast is popping off, we might see some blood across the ETH NFT market. So
I don't know. I feel like we kind of are pretty much there already on our destination.
Pretty much. But dude, if Blast comes out and it's just absolutely bonkers, like I'm almost positive there's going to be people that are dumping assets to bridge over an extra 5, 6, 20.
Oh no, definitely.
But what would that have to be? Like
stimmy season on Blast.
So just chasing airdrops.
Yeah, pretty much. If there's like, Blast seems to have a lot of pros to it with like no gas fees and the infinite loops that they're like enticing devs with. So I mean, the yield could be very interesting with lending, borrowing more than you lent, and like just uber leverage.
This reminds me so much of DeFi 2021, and all of a sudden it was like really, really juicy, and then it was not. anymore.
I feel that's probably how Blast will be. Although I think Pac-Man.
I mean, it was super. Oh, I'm talking like it was super. I know a lot of people that like made some fucking bags.
Yeah, dude, we're retiring off Blast by May. So
okay. Godspeed.
So I think essentially what's going to end up taking place is in the beginning when Blur first launched, everybody was like, "Oh, Blur, blah, the points are worthless, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah." It freaking melts your face. And so then what we had was at the beginning of Blast, everybody was like, "Oh, that's so stupid. Why would you send your money to the freaking multi-sig wallet? It's not even got 5 signers on it," or whatever the hell they wanted to FUD it about. And then we're about to get like Stimmy Injection 1 of 2, where part 1 is essentially everything that's been built by the 3,000 plus projects, however many teams have been launching these or building these things up, are launching them. And then they're literally just like sitting there, like, like the meme where it's like, take my card kind of thing. They're literally like sitting outside trying to like give you their card, and their card just happens to have tokens or some kind of boost or incentive based on whatever the hell it is that you are affiliated with or associated. Like if you are a holder of Wasi's, if you're a holder of Apes, if you're a holder of an Azuki, if you're a holder of whatever, there's going to be all sorts of things where they're going to try and entice you in, right? Like, come sit at my table, play with my DeFi product, play with my GambleFi product, play with my SocialFi product, or here, have some tokens and go mess around. So there's that, which is going to be literally the timeline for the next immediate future starting tomorrow. And it's probably going to drive for the next 3 months, all the way until the Blast launch. Maybe it quiets down around like
crazy
month
valuation. Like Blast launching 20 bill valuation, especially if like as we're in this insane upwards trend, like Blast launching at an insane valuation would not be like crazy.
So, but what's going to happen here is like up until now, the last 3 months, we've had like people could park their ETH and not do anything. Mm-hmm. And that would give you some allocation of what's to come for Blast's token launch. But now they're going to open up part 2 of that, which is if you go in and you participate with all of these other platforms, you're going to get potential to earn the drop that was going to be sent to the devs. So your smaller bag of ETH in comparison to the people that bridged thousands could potentially gain more percentage of the overall dev allocation. So there's like a whole lot of incentive on incentives.
Good Ponzi-nomics.
Very
the
good.
Bonzo is thick with this one.
Indeed. And again, it reminds me so much of a number of things in 2021 that like I almost got into, but when I was looking into it, it had been going for a minute. And had I done the move, it would have fucking killed my ass because it like just crashed after, like not right after, but like not that long after. I was like, fuck, dude, I'm so glad I didn't do that. So, man, it'll be juicy here for a while, I think, probably all the way to summer. And then we'll see what happens after that. So, nonetheless, a lot of shit happening. Crypto is fucking ripping. We got stuff from Yuga happening. We got stuff from friggin' Black. I mean, there's a million things happening. So, I think at the end of the day, that's good. It's been kind of a pretty boring, relatively boring year-ish, year and a half or so. And we've stayed bored. We've had an awesome time talking every single Wednesday. And of course, we thank everybody for coming through tonight. We're gonna wrap. So Bryce, happy travels. Stay safe, my friend. Happy flight back and safe flight. And are you gonna 5 a.m. that's happening for you or no?
5 a.m. I will be on, assuming I get up. It's been a long day. It's been a long last 2 days.
I would not blame you whatsoever if you didn't. To be honest, I feel like I'm going to struggle to get up.
Oh, there was a Grail teaser today.
I don't know what you're trying
to
show.
Listed 5 apes to support Magic Eden and earn diamonds.
This is the quiet part that I didn't want to say out loud.
Dude, Magic Eden charging 2% for a platform that fucking sucks is so stupid. Sorry.
Wow, you came in a lot hotter than I did.
It's dumb, right? I mean, I could see Blur charging 2%, sure, because it's actually a platform that, is very solid. Magic Eden's just so buggy and there's so many flaws in it.
I mean, I think marketplaces in general should make very little, if I'm being honest. Like almost nothing.
Yeah, that's one of my major gripes is the whole, you're going to charge 2% and you still have some work to do.
Did y'all already cover G tags? I see.
We did.
Okay.
That was the first thing.
It was at the very, very beginning.
It's just Tenacious was late to the show, apparently. No, we love Tenacious. We love the freaking the little Kraken, the big Kraken. Actually, not little.
I need to go find the teaser.
Bring it back up.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I'm pulling that one.
Oh my gosh,
I would too.
I mean, especially if they're buying back the token and burning it.
Dude, right?
That's what Uniswap's doing. Dude, Uniswap, we haven't talked about that either, but holy shoot, man. Uniswap, they keep cooking, man. I'm happy for Uniswap. Good job.
Did y'all make your .uni name?
I did. Apparently it was like free, essentially.
Where do you make it? Because I closed out of it when I opened up MetaMask, so I no longer see it as an option to make it.
It was I mean you have to have their app.
Like phone app?
Yeah, you use the phone app, or maybe not.
No, because I just opened up Uniswap, and at the bottom right, it's like introducing uni.eth username. Oh yeah, dude, now in the Uniswap mobile app.
Holy smokes! Wait a second. I didn't appreciate that we could go ahead and use this. So here I have my fridge.
Whoa, anyways, big baller.
I have a whatchamacallit, a
grape coin.
This is what this is, the Uniswap, whatever. So I know, I just needed a name and it was free, so I was like, fuck it, whatever.
What a great name.
I think the blah, 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 blah. Please hold.
Oh God.
Oh, wait a second. You know what I did install?
No.
I installed Wallet Guard.
Oh, that's way overdue, motherfucker.
Oh, I installed Wallet Guard a couple days ago as well. I saw, I was like, it's about time. Especially since we're entering blast season and most likely going to be signing a decent amount of transactions. Better safe than sorry. I don't even know if it'll work on Blast mainnet, but
TLDR, I thought there was this thing, like they were teasing this thing where all of the wallet interactions was going to be a pop-up. I mean, a sidebar step out, similar to what this feels like here. So if you click swap, instead of like MetaMask coming down and being like, it would just pop this out and you could just approve the transaction right here on the sidebar, which would be a lot nicer than a MetaMask pop-up. Pain in the butt.
For sure.
Also, I got confirmation that we should and can shill that we will have a stage in the Otherside Discord tomorrow night. So be there. You can hear us talk about all the crazy shit we're doing walking around on the other side.
Might not hear me talking about it, but
Bryce will be in an airplane, but or landing. You'll hear him actually pulling up to his gate. But nonetheless, we will be walking around on the other side with you all. We'll have a post as well, but come through, say hi. We'll be on Bored TV here as well, but we'll also be in the Discord where we can have all the fun. So super excited about that. That's what tomorrow is for me. I'm excited. It's Leap Day, right? Yeah, it's Leap Day. Freaking Leap Day. Happy fucking Leap Day. And happy coming home for all apes. Looking forward to jumping around with my halo on my head. With that, appreciate everybody coming through for real. We definitely appreciate the banter. We appreciate the questions. We appreciate even those of us that show up a little late, because guess what? It's better late than never, baby. Better late than never. Again, Bryce, safe travels. Will, I guess I'll see you tomorrow on.
See you bright and freaking early, man.
Yeah, bright and freaking early.
Is that a pun on my name or what?
Bright and it was actually.
No. Wait, did you say you're getting up at 5 or not?
That's the plan.
Okay, well then we'll see everybody bright and early.
Yeah, we're gonna try to stream. If I'm gonna push stream and go live in the morning. So I hope you guys are there with me. So nonetheless, we'll have fun. Appreciate y'all. This was Bored TV. This is Phil, Bryce, Will, and we are out of here. Stay bored.
Peace.
That money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like. Whoa, I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, Finnish friends on